Hyunbin's uncontrollable stare at Son Ye-jin sparks massive buzz. Imagine a red carpet where the flash of cameras captures not just stardom, but a silent vow etched in every stolen glance. Welcome to the 2025 Blue Dragon Film Awards, where Hyunbin and Son Ye-jin didn't just win accolades, they redefined what it means to love fiercely under the world's watchful eye. As the couple stepped into the grand hall of the 46th annual ceremony on that crisp November evening in Seoul, the air buzzed with an electric anticipation, a palpable sense that history was about to unfold in the most tender way possible. Dressed in complementary elegance, her in a flowing emerald gown that whispered of timeless grace, him in a tailored black tuxedo that exuded quiet strength, they moved as one, their hands brushing just enough to send ripples of envy through the crowd. It's moments like these that make you pause and wonder. In an industry built on illusions, how do two souls craft a reality so effortlessly enchanting? Their presence alone turned the event into a love letter to romance, drawing eyes not for the drama of competition, but for the poetry of partnership. From the moment they ascended the red carpet, whispers turned to roars across Asian social media, with photos flooding timelines like confetti from a dream. One image in particular ignited a frenzy. Hyunbin, mid-stride, his gaze seemingly locked on Son Ye-jin's silhouette from behind, sparking cheeky speculations that had netizens giggling and theorizing about playful spousal antics. But oh, the sweetness of the reveal. It wasn't mischief, but pure chivalry. He was simply ensuring his wife's voluminous dress train didn't snag underfoot, a subtle vigilance that spoke volumes about his devotion. In a sea of superficial glamour, this gesture felt like a warm embrace to the soul. It reminded me how the smallest acts of care can eclipse the grandest spotlights, turning ordinary steps into dances of deep affection. Fans, ever the romantics, dubbed it the perfect 10 moment, a score not for performance, but for the heartfelt authenticity that Hyunbin brings to every role, on and off screen. As they navigated the backstage labyrinth, his eyes remained her anchor, never wavering even as he paused for a heartfelt hug with his longtime friend and collaborator, CEO Kang Kun-taek. There, in that fleeting camaraderie, Hyunbin's subtle turn back toward her, a quiet check-in amid the chaos, evoked a profound sense of security, the kind that makes you believe in forever after just one look. Their trail of affection didn't stop at stolen glances. It paved the entire evening with what fans affectionately call dog food, those overflowing displays of sweetness that leave onlookers both nourished and a tad overwhelmed. Whether it was Hyunbin's hand gently guiding her through the throng of admirers, or Son Ye-jin's shy lean into his side during a shared laugh, every interaction felt like a scene from their own blockbuster romance. And then came the pinnacle, their joint ascent to the stage for the Most Popular Actor and Actress Awards, a duet of triumph that had the auditorium erupting in applause. As Son Ye-jin edged closer to her husband, her cheeks flushing with that endearing bashfulness, the cameras caught it all. A micro-movement so pure it exploded across platforms, from Twitter threads in Tokyo to Instagram reels in Manila. It's these unscripted sparks that make their story addictive. They pull you in, whispering that true chemistry isn't manufactured in studios, but forged in the fires of real life. Netizens couldn't resist. Wherever Bin-jin goes, the spotlight follows, not because they chase it, but because their love pulls it like gravity. In that instant, you couldn't help but feel a flutter of joy, a reminder that even in the frenzy of fame, vulnerability can be the most captivating performance. But the night's true magic unfolded in the sweep of history-making wins, as this power couple claimed not just popularity, but the crown jewels. Son Ye-jin for Best Actress in the riveting drama No Other Choice, a tale of moral quandaries and unyielding resolve, directed by the visionary Park Chan-wook, and Hyun for Best Actor in the gripping historical epic Harbin, where he embodied the raw intensity of a revolutionary's fire. For the first time ever, a married duo conquered both top acting honors at the Blue Dragon, a feat that etched their names into cinematic lore alongside legends like the golden eras of Korean film. No other choice itself dominated, snagging Best Picture, Best Director, and nods for its haunting score and technical mastery, while Harbin illuminated the stage with its cinematographic brilliance. Standing there, trophies in hand, they weren't just victors, they were symbols of enduring synergy, two artists whose individual brilliance amplifies when intertwined. This milestone stirred something deeply moving in me, a swell of pride for how they've turned personal milestones into professional triumphs, proving that love doesn't dilute ambition, but deepens it, like roots strengthening a towering oak. Hyunbin's acceptance speech, delivered with that signature blend of poise and passion, sliced straight to the heart when he turned the spotlight inward. "My wife, Ye-jin," he began, his voice steady yet laced with emotion. "Just her existence alone is a huge source of strength for me." The words hung in the air like a vow renewed, and from her seat in the audience, Son Ye-jin responded with a delicate heart gesture, her eyes shimmering under the lights, a silent, "I feel it too," that needed no translation. He didn't stop there, weaving in gratitude for their young son, a nod to the family fortress they've built amid the storm of stardom. It's these raw confessions that humanize icons. They make you lean in closer, feeling the warmth of their world as if it were your own, a gentle ache of longing for such unfiltered appreciation in everyday life. The crowd, a mix of peers and admirers, fell into a hush, then a roar, as if collectively exhaling in shared bliss. Hyunbin, ever the gentleman, has long been celebrated for roles that demand both physical prowess, recall his commanding turn as a North Korean officer in Crash Landing on You, and emotional depth, like the haunted soldier in Confidential Assignment. But here, his real-life role as devoted husband outshone them all, earning cheers that echoed long after the echoes faded. When it was Son Ye-jin's turn to claim her Best Actress statuette, the room held its breath as tears welled in her eyes, a cascade of joy that mirrored the emotional torrent of her character in No Other Choice. Composed yet cracked with feeling, she poured out her heart. "I wanted to share this joy with the two people I love most." Then, in a moment of intimate revelation, she named them. Her husband by his birth name, Kim Tae-pyong, evoking the boy from Mokpo who chased dreams to Seoul's bright lights, and their son, Kim Woo-jin, the little miracle born on November 27, 2022, whose giggles have become their private soundtrack. Calling out to them felt like peeling back the curtain on a sacred space, and as her voice trembled, so did the hearts of millions watching live streams from Bangkok to Busan. This vulnerability, so rare in the polished veneer of awards shows, hit like a soft thunder. It made me misty-eyed, contemplating how parenthood transforms triumph into something profoundly shared, turning me into us in the most beautiful way. Fans later confessed to fainting from the sweetness, their on-stage reunion a tableau of hugs and whispers that played out like the finale of their most beloved drama, leaving everyone yearning for an encore. Their path to this glittering apex traces back to the serendipity of Crash Landing on You, that 2019 Netflix sensation, where a South Korean heiress paraglides into North Korean territory and into the arms of a stoic captain. Fiction mirroring fate with uncanny precision. Hyunbin and Son Ye-jin, both already luminaries in their own rights, first crossed paths a decade earlier at the 2014 Busan International Film Festival, exchanging polite nods amid the festival's whirl. But it was on the set of Crash Landing on You, amid freezing Swiss winters and scripted kisses that blurred into reality, that sparks ignited. Directed by Lee Jung-hyo, the series not only catapulted them to global adoration, amassing over 1 billion viewing hours, but whispered, "What if?" into their lives. They dated quietly for 2 years, shielding their budding romance from paparazzi like characters evading borders, until February 2022 brought the announcement that sent fans into euphoric spirals, an engagement that felt predestined. Their March 31st wedding at the opulent Sheila Hotel in Seoul was a spectacle of restraint and revelry, attended by A-listers like Song Joong-ki and attended by blooms of white roses symbolizing purity. A day so joyously public, yet intimately theirs, that it healed the hearts of those who'd shipped them since episode 1. Reflecting on it now, you can't help but smile at the irony. A show about divided lands birthed a union that bridges worlds, reminding us that love, like the best stories, defies all barriers. The arrival of Kim Woo-jin, their Alkong, a playful nickname meaning little fatty for his cherubic cheeks, on that fateful November day in 2022, marked the chapter where stardom bowed to serenity. Born just months after their vows, he became the quiet co-star in their narrative, his existence hinted at through cryptic Instagram posts and agency confirmations of maternal bliss. Son Ye-jin, who once confided in interviews about her fears of balancing career and family, has since blossomed into motherhood, with the same grace she brings to roles like the resilient doctor in Something in the Rain or the fierce avenger in The Negotiation. Hyun, fresh from his mandatory military service that honed his discipline from 2011 to 2013, embraced fatherhood with the same intensity he poured into portraying elite agents in the Confidential Assignment franchise. Together, they've navigated the tender chaos of sleepless nights and first steps, occasionally teasing fans with blurred family snapshots that spark waves of adoration. There's a profound tenderness in imagining them like this, two titans of the screen, trading spotlights for storybooks. It evokes a quiet envy, a wish that every high-stakes life could pause for such pure, unadorned happiness. As A-list superstars, their individual legacies are tapestries of acclaim that intertwine like vines on a trellis. Son Ye-jin, born Sun Eon-jin on January 11, 1982 in Daegu, catapulted to fame with the 2003 tearjerker, The Classic, her luminous portrayal of a lovesick student earning her the Blue Dragon's Best New Actress at just 21. From there, she navigated rom-coms like the bubbly April Snow to thrillers such as Be With You, where her rain-soaked reunion with a ghost husband left audiences in puddles of emotion. Her versatility shines in international waters, too. Hollywood came calling for The Cross in 2019, and her Baeksang Arts Awards sweeps underscore a career that's as intellectually rigorous as it is emotionally resonant. Hyun, the September 25, 1982 native of Mokpo, whose real name, Kim Tae-pyong, carries the peaceful promise of his roots, debuted with the 2003 family saga Ireland, before storming hearts as the brooding heir in My Lovely Sam Soon. His action hero pivot in The Swindlers and poignant depth in Memories of the Sword showcase a range that defies typecasting, bolstered by endorsements from luxury houses like Gucci that affirm his timeless appeal. Yet, it's their combined force, the power couple moniker earned through joint ventures like the 2023 Charity Gala for Children's Hospitals, that amplifies their impact, turning red carpets into runways for advocacy. Witnessing their ascent feels like cheering for underdogs who became legends. It stirs a hopeful thrill, affirming that true partnership elevates everyone involved. Throughout the Blue Dragon night, these threads of their journey wove into every cheer, every viral clip. Backstage, as Hyun trailed Son Ye-jin with that unwavering gaze, It wasn't mere habit, but a testament to the trust they've cultivated since those early crash-landing rehearsals, where off-script banter evolved into midnight confessions. Fans on platforms like Weibo and TikTok dissected every frame, from her playful tug on his sleeve during a photo op to his protective arm around her waist amid the post-win frenzy, dubbing them the ultimate lovestagram duo for how their sparse social media drops, like Son Ye-jin's rare November 22nd post of photo booth snaps in her awards gown, fuel endless fantasies. These glimpses, often emoji-laden and understated, contrast sharply with the extravagance of their on-screen worlds, yet they pack the same punch, a quiet assurance that beneath the glamour lies a love as steadfast as the Han River. It tugs at the heartstrings, doesn't it? In an era of fleeting flings, their commitment feels like a beacon, inviting us to believe in the slow burn of souls aligning. Delving deeper into their cinematic synergy, consider how No Other Choice and Harbin reflect the yin-yang of their artistry. Park Chan-wook's No Other Choice, a psychological labyrinth exploring ethical dilemmas in a divided society, allowed Son Ye-jin to unleash a performance of fractured elegance, her character's unraveling poise earning comparisons to the director's old boy intensity, but laced with maternal ferocity. The film's 6-award haul, including Best Supporting Actor for Lee Sung-min's nuanced foil, underscored its ensemble magic, with technical feats like its immersive sound design pulling viewers into moral quicksand. Meanwhile, Hyun Bin's Harbin, a visceral recounting of the 1909 assassination plot against Ito Hirobumi, demanded physical transformation, shedding pounds for authenticity, and emotional excavation, his portrayal of An Jung-gun blending fury with philosophical calm. Nominated for its luminous cinematography that captured Manchuria's stark beauty, the film resonated as a timely ode to resistance, much like Hyun Bin's own journey from idol trainee to screen icon. Promoting these projects side by side earlier in 2025, at Busan Film Festival panels, they traded insights with the ease of old collaborators, their mutual admiration sparking envy among co-stars. It's inspiring, truly, how they champion each other's craft without a hint of rivalry, turning potential competition into collaborative elevation that enriches Korean cinema's global tapestry. Beyond the awards glow, their story ripples into broader cultural waves, inspiring a generation of fans who see in Bin-jin the blueprint for balanced ambition. Across Asia, from Philippine fan meets where recreations of crash landing scenes draw thousands, to Japanese fanfics that extend their on-screen saga into alternate universes, their romance has become folklore. In 2023, they quietly supported earthquake relief in Turkey through donations exceeding millions, their humility amplifying the gesture's reach. Son Ye-jin's advocacy for women's rights, voiced in a 2024 Vogue Korea feature on postpartum realities, and Hyun Bin's mentorship of young actors via his agency Vast Entertainment, paint them as more than entertainers. They're quiet revolutionaries. Even their son's second birthday in November 2024, marked by a bespoke cake shared in a subtle agency post, became a viral symbol of normalcy amid fame. These layers add depth to their Blue Dragon triumph. It wasn't just about statues, but a culmination of lives intertwined with purpose. You feel it in your chest, that expansive warmth, like watching roots deepen before blooms erupt, a quiet assurance that love's greatest victories are the ones shared in silence. As the evening wound down, with after-parties buzzing and confetti settling, Hyun Bin and Son Ye-jin slipped away hand in hand, their laughter trailing like stardust. Yet the echoes lingered, in the trending hashtags that outlasted the night, in the fan art flooding deviant art with imagined family portraits, in the way Harbin and No Other Choice surged in streaming charts overnight. Their journey, from tentative co-stars navigating chemistry reads to parents stealing kisses between script lines, embodies resilience, weathering rumors, schedules that span continents, and the scrutiny that comes with being Korea's sweetheart duo. Hyun once shared in a 2024 U Quiz on the Block appearance how fatherhood reshaped his priorities, crediting Son Ye-jin's steady presence for grounding his whirlwind life, while she, in a Harper's Bazaar sit-down, marveled at how his quiet strength mirrors the protective captain he once played. It's this reciprocity that captivates. In a town of solo ascents, they've scripted a duet where every high note harmonizes. And as 2025 unfolds with whispers of joint projects, perhaps a rom-com that winks at their origins, one can't shake the thrill. What new chapters will these eternal lovers pen? Their Blue Dragon night wasn't an end, but a vivid page turn, leaving us all breathless for the sequel, hearts fuller for having witnessed such unyielding, luminous love.